You won't believe how long I've been dying to make this one. This is the Cowboy breakfast special. And to start off, you are going to need this. You're going to need your hash browns. We're going to cook those first. But then we're going to need eggs, some mozzarella cheese or whatever cheese you like. Mushrooms, sausages, again, whichever ones you prefer. I'm just going to go ahead with pork. Some streaky bacon, baked beans, and sauces. Now, you're supposed to use tomato ketchup and brown, but I'm not a big fan of brown, so I'm going to use barbecue instead. Now, let's get this started. This truly is a meal for champions. I'm telling you now, I cannot wait to eat this. I've been looking forward to it all day. You're going to want to start off by cooking your hash browns first, because they need to be cooked when we're doing the layers, which I'll show you when we get to it. So, go by the packet. On here, mine's saying 12 minutes and 200 degrees. So 12 minutes on 200 degrees. In the meantime, whilst the hash browns are cooking, you're going to want to chop up your mushrooms, get that ready, get your beans put in a bowl ready as well. Chop up the sausages because we're going to cook those first. Just get it all ready and get yourself a dish. So you're going to want like a deep dish because this is going to be like a lasagna type meal, if that makes sense. It's going to have layers with the hash browns, so get a deep one if you can. This is all I've got for now, preferably a glass one if you have, or a ceramic one, but this will do for me. So when you're cutting up your sausages and your mushrooms, you want to cut them down about that size. We're not going to have the mushrooms too big. It depends how you like them. I'm going to do them like that. Sausages as well, if you've got one sausage, maybe cut them in three. And if you haven't got access to an air fryer, you can cook your hash browns in the oven. I'd say about 20 minutes on 180, 200 degrees. Oh my God, I can't wait! Oh, yeah! So first off, I'm going to heat up the pan with some oil and start cooking your sausages. Bring it up on a high heat and get them going. Now whilst you're cooking your sausages, you want to get another pan on the side ready to very low heat with some butter, because that's what we're going to cook our mushrooms in. We're going to cook them separate to the sausages. Okay? Now I've just added a sprinkle of salt and black pepper to the sausages just to give them that nice flavour whilst they're cooking. And there we go. It's coming on. You want your mushrooms to stay about that colour. So we just took them off the heat now. We've just turned the heat off, but we're going to keep it there because these need a little longer. But it doesn't matter. You can just let them sit. They'll still be nice and warm by the time we're done. Isn't that a lovely sound? That's probably the best sound in the kitchen. Sizzling sausages. Can everyone say it? Sizzling sausages in a saucepan. So these sausages look good enough now, and let's not forget they're going into the oven anyway, but they're perfect. So we're going to add some ketchup, a little brown or barbecue like me, that's what I'm doing, barbecue. Then we're going to add some beans. Now I've heated these beans up only slightly, but they're going to heat up anyway in the pan, and we're just going to give that a little stir. Oh wow, this is going to be, oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I was going to do this the other day for you guys, but, well, for myself and for you guys. But I'm glad that I've held out so I can enjoy it tonight. Pinch of salt. And some black pepper. I'm going to have to do that without the camera on. And don't forget, if there's any other seasonings or any other ingredients that you think would combine great with this, then add them. Maybe onions, maybe chili powder, paprika, a bit of cumin. You could do all sorts with this. This is what I like about it. It's the pinnacle of comfort food. Beans, potato, sausages, mushrooms, cheese. Oh, you get your bacon, egg. You can't go wrong. You really cannot go wrong. So we're going to cook these now with the beans for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to start doing our layers. The mushrooms are done, the hash browns are done. We're just going to wait for these, and then we're going to start layering up in the tray. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to preheat the oven. So what are we on? 220. So we're gonna do 220 on the oven. And a few more minutes and we're done. So the oven is heated. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and pour the beans and sausages into there. And then we're gonna put the first layer of hash browns on. As we put these on, don't worry too much if you see any gaps. It's absolutely fine. The cheese and everything else, they'll fill all that eventually anyway. But this is the first layer that we're adding. You're gonna need quite a lot of hash browns, so that's why I cooked 2 bags. But yeah, this is, I mean, you can do a smaller one of course, but this is ideally for a family. Although, for me, I'll be freezing most of this and having quite a bit tonight. And of course, Rocky will have his share wherever he is. Rocky? Yep, he's waiting. So once we've done that, we're now going to put on our mozzarella slices. And do that until we filled up the whole tray. And if you like me and love your cheese, add a bit more grated just for good measure. And now we're going to put the mushrooms on top of the mozzarella. Once you've done that, we're going to go ahead now with our second layer of hash browns. Then we're going to top with cheddar, some uncooked streaky bacon, and then we're going to place in the oven until the bacon's crispy. So we're probably going to think about 15 minutes, maybe 12 to 15 minutes. Oh, we only just had enough, so otherwise we nearly had to wing that. But there we go. So on with your cheddar, and then lastly the bacon. So we've got a mixture here, mozzarella and cheddar cheese. But again, if you don't like mozzarella or cheddar or either of them, you know, you can do your own cheese. You can mix this up as you like. You know, I think next time I'm going to do sausages and bacon with the beans. Get it all cooked in, chopped up bacon. That'll be lovely. Right, bacon. Oh, this should be made illegal. Can you see why I was excited to make this now? Just look at that. So we're using streaky bacon. That's the best bacon to use for this. I've gone ahead with smoked because I just love smoked bacon. Again, it goes to preference. If you want smoked or unsmoked, entirely up to you. So we're going to put this in now for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending how good your oven is. The best way to do this is to look through the glass after about 6 or 7 minutes, see how the bacon's cooking. You want it so it's just cooked, not burnt or crispy, but just cooked, because we're going to go on in again after with the eggs. So just cooked. And whilst that's cooking, I can get on with the washing. Ah, dear. I know what you're thinking. He cooks and cleans. Certainly do. So it's been 15 minutes. Oh, and look at that. Wow, perfect. Let's get that out. Wow, look at that. Incredible. Right, now we're going to make some little indentations for the eggs to fit, and we're going to put back in for 5 minutes. So if you find something with a circle on, so I'm using that for instance, and you crack an egg inside, we want to do about, for this one I'm going to do about 6 because of the sheer size of it. Wow. So there we go, the eggs have been cracked inside the little indentations, and we're going to put it back in for 5 minutes, or just keep an eye on it through the glass and see what it looks like. And when it's all nice and white, that's when you know to get it out. What a sin, I totally forgot there was leftover cheese. And as you know, I love my cheese. You might as well put some back on. Finish the rest of it. Try not to get it on the eggs if you can. Just on top. There we go. Now to go in. Now, it's optional, but I don't think a breakfast type dish is complete unless you've got either toast and butter, some bread on the side or fried bread, and we're going to go for some toast and butter. That's what I'm going to have. And we're literally just minutes away from tasting and seeing this beautiful pot of just deliciousness, the pinnacle of soul food, the comfort food that everyone loves. It's just amazing. Can't wait. And there we have it, guys. Cowboy's breakfast surprise. Time to dish it up. Just look at that. It's unreal. Wow, it's gorgeous. Taste test. Right then, taste test.
So you mentioned at the beginning of this interview that you felt like some of the stuff you've done, you have deserved that to come back from. What are
You gotta cook it, and if you do, please let me know. I'm also taking requests now, so whether you want me to cook something that you'd like to learn, or just you want to see me cook it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get on it. Cheers, guys.